Des Moines Education Association.
Good afternoon. I hope you guys are keeping the governor from his lunch, probably. He's trapped in his office. How rude of you. I'm here today to speak. You heard a lot of talk in the governor's speech about educational reform. And one would think he said a lot of nice things about teachers, so why am I here? Why don't I go back to my office and keep quiet and take some money? Well, I can tell you one thing. Here is the problem. Last Monday, the governor got together with some friends to talk about education. Now, who did he get together with? Did he get together with parents? No, he did not. Did he gather students from across the state to ask them? He got together with the biggest businesses in the state of Iowa, Wells Fargo, Principal, and others, to talk, ALEC members, to talk about education and what we need to do, and ask for them to come and put their money behind pushing the reform. That's all I need to know about this reform, to know it's not about the students, it's not about the families, it's not about our community. So that's why I'm a little bit concerned. Although you might have thought that, he said some nice things about teachers and he's going to give us some extra money. Really, it's about the lens you look at education through. He looks through the lens of education through workforce training. We need to do our jobs and train the workers for Wells Fargo and the other companies. Well, I'm sorry, as a teacher, that is not what I was hired for. I was not hired to do job training for Wells Fargo. As a teacher, I thought my job was to help support the dreams and aspirations of students and their parents in my community. If I look at education through that lens, then what's most important to us is doing what students need. Students' needs need to be at the center of any education reform. I didn't hear anything about students' needs. I heard workforce needs, and I heard teachers, and I heard test scores. But I didn't hear anything about students' needs. So, as the representative of the teachers in Des Moines, Iowa, here's what I see my students needing after 17 years of teaching. Number one, in Des Moines and areas across the state, we have an increasing childhood poverty rate. It's almost nearly 20% now. And I didn't hear the governor or any of the legislators yet talk about doing something about childhood poverty. That needs to be number one. Let's support that. You could say kids, because Michelle Rhee has an organization called Students First that we don't want to associate with. But
kids first.
That has got to be number one. The second thing that we need to do is to transform our schools. Yes, we need to change our schools, but we need to change our schools back to focusing on what the kids need to become creative, productive citizens and human beings who can reach their potential and go for their dreams, not just be trained to work in a corporation or a factory. We need schools that focus on that. And we need to have schools where teachers like myself are freed from all this test score mania and let us get back to teaching our kids.
Let teachers teach.
So we will be pushing for any reforms or changes to education that put the kids at the center, and we're still waiting to hear from the governor on that.
That's right.
So thank you.